It's April 2014. Last year I became aware of a legend that there was some Amiga new old stock computers that had been located in India. They've been sitting there in a warehouse unused and never turned on for 17 years. By the time I found out about them, they had apparently all been sold off already by Petro Tyschtschenko, who was the president of the Amiga Technologies. A little while ago I actually found an email address for him, and so just out of a random chance I thought I'd email him and just see if there were any left, and he quickly got back to me within a few days, and he said to me, "I would like to inform you that I have still a few A1200s on hand in white box because the original Magic Box was no longer usable. 17 years storage in India, you understand. The original Magic Box is no longer usable, so I repacked the Amiga contents into a white and neutral box. The A1200 is in best condition, no scratches and no spots and no changing of the colour to yellow. The white and neutral box has the following contents: A1200, Amiga OS 3.1, original power supply, original Amiga mouse, an RF cable, and I've attached a photo for you. If you would like to order, the price is €150 and shipping costs DHL to Australia a total of €190, which would be cost price. Please let me know if you are interested and confirm your full shipping address, and I will send you the invoice." So obviously I was very excited to find that out, they still had some there. It's a shame about the box, the original box, but still. I ordered one immediately. International payment was a little bit tricky. Took about 20 minutes at a local bank and cost me $30, but all that of course was worth it. And on the 14th of April, Petro advised me that the Amiga was on its way from Germany to Australia. Today, 28th of April 2014, it's arrived at my front door, and this is it right here. So without further ado, let's open her up. So, this box. It's a bubble wrap. Okay, this is box number 17. I would say it's about the same size as the original Amiga Magic Box. Now, very exciting. Go down there. Right, here we go. Right. And off it goes. More wrap. And there is our Amiga. Trapdoor from the bottom, and there's the Amiga A1200. Looks to be perfect condition. I don't see any yellowing at all on that. There's the PCMI slot and floppy disk drive. There's the bay door. Just put that back in. And there's the back of it. Right. Now, so what else we get in the box? I'll just put that there. And that. We've also got the OS 3.1 workbench manual. And some cardboard packaging. We also have in here our floppy disks. And we have the Workbench 2.1. Without opening that up, see the extra disks, storage, Workbench install, and locale and fonts. Still sealed. And a power supply, which I presume will have an English plug on it. Power supply, what have we got here? Okay, no plug on it, so I'll put my own on, which will be just as handy. And that one, here's the information on the back of it. Down there. We also have the Amiga mouse. And there's our information on that. Our RF cable. That should be just about it. So, there's the Amiga. I'll get a plug and I'll turn it on and we'll see if it works. Well, I've ducked down to the local hardware shop and got a local plug which I've put onto the end of the power supply cord, but I'm not going to use that just yet because I have read that the power supply is the most likely component that's going to be damaged by not being used for such a long time. So what I am going to do is I'm going to unplug my other Amiga, which I know is good, has good power supply, and it's already connected up to a 1081 Commodore monitor, and I'll test it on that first before I try the new power supply. Okay, so everything's connected up with my power supply, monitor's turned on, moment of truth, there's my power button, and on, green light comes on for power. I heard it click and we've got 3.1 ROM. Asking for the disc. So let's give it one. Here's a disc, handy one, Workbench 1.3. I have no idea where that came from. Let's plug the little beastie in. Let's see, and disk access, that's a good sign. And we have life. Wow, very impressive. This model doesn't have a hard drive in it, but I do have a 80 gig drive sitting there that's going to go straight into the bay. And, I think you'll agree that it is actually in pretty fantastic condition. I can see no blemishes on it, no yellowing at all. Seems to be looking pretty decent. The only part that was yellowed or damaged at all is the actual mouse cable. Notice, so it looks like that's stained a little, which bothers me not one bit. And so is the plug. A bit of retro bright I think might sort that out. Otherwise, it's looking like rather a lovely example of an Amiga. So, Workbench seems to be operating as it should. And if we click onto it, we're getting disk access. About the caps lock. Caps lock is going on and off. Yep. Well, that's a good start. Seems to be doing what it needs to do. Plugged in the power supply that came with the new Amiga. It's not plugged into the Amiga yet, just in case smoke and flames comes shooting out when I turn it on. So let's just try it. And don't see any problems with that so far. So I'll switch that off and plug it into the new Amiga. Right. And let's see how we go now. Oh, I just saw the screen flash then. It's taking a while before it starts to seek. presume it wants a hard drive, and there's the seek. Looking for it, it's clicking as it should, and power supply seems to be good as well. So thank you very much, Petro. Pretty impressive after it's been sitting in a warehouse for 17 years that it still clicks on and starts up like it's just come out of the store. Now I did notice when I opened the box for it that the warranty sticker has been punctured, which is a bit of a shame because I would have liked to have kept it intact. However, it sort of solves the problem for me as well, because it does need a hard drive, which it hasn't got. So I'm going to go now and open it up again. Obviously it's opened before. Having had an Amiga for a couple of years this time around, I'm fairly comfortable doing this. Now I've attached the cable along with an original hard drive out of my old Amiga 1200. It's small, but it will do the test. Let's put my keyboard back down here and close that so we don't short anything out. Not pretty, but it will do for this. And let's see, power on. And what are we getting here? Okay, I can hear the drive ticking, flash on the hard disk. That's not bad. So they're ticking away quite nicely, and up comes the hard drive. Hooray! Yep, all looking quite decent. Operating as it should. And we have 1760128 of graphic memory, no other memory, which is not surprising since there's no card installed. So let's see inside. I've noticed, interestingly enough, over here where it should be is the date, and it says October 13, 1995. So that's my unboxing of the Amiga 1200 Magic Pack. After sitting in storage for 17 years, it still powers on exactly as it should, and it still looks like it was made yesterday. A beautiful computer. Petrov, thank you so much for allowing me to get this machine and for your support in it. The only slight downside was that after so many years the original Magic box that it came in was disintegrated and it couldn't come in that. However, thanks to the English Amiga board, particularly Prowler and DH, they have gone to a lot of trouble and a lot of effort to print out photos from their own Amiga Magic box, and have done an absolutely brilliant job. And from that I intend to print out a larger copy and restore the box so it's something like the original one. So that's my video. I hope you enjoyed it. I have. Goodbye.